guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. In today's video, I'm doing a video that was actually requested by one of you, which was an ab workout. So I actually have an ab workout that I posted right kind of near the beginning of my channel, which I'll link up here if you want to check it out. But I have received some feedback that people really liked that video, so I decided to film another ab workout video. However, I want it to be as realistic as possible, and to be perfectly honest with you, I don't train abs isolated these days. So I never go, oh, I'm just gonna do like a 20-minute ab workout. Like, I just don't train that way anymore. What I typically do is I'll do a strength-based training session and I'll add in a couple, maybe like 1, 2, or 3 ab exercises at the end of that session. So I find it just allows me to train abs, more often, because I tend to not really look forward to doing a full session of abs because I just feel so burnt out at the end of it, and I just don't really enjoy doing only abs in a session. So I like to add in 1, 2, or maybe even 3 ab exercises at the end of a gym session, which will typically either be focused on upper body or lower body, and then I'll just add in those couple of ab exercises at the end. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you some of my top favorite ab exercises that aren't a plank, because everyone knows a plank. A plank is awesome. I do planks pretty often, but I wanted to show you some different, fun, interesting ab exercises that are really, really effective and you might not have heard of before. So let's head to the gym and I'll show you these exercises. Alrighty, so the first exercise we have are anchored sit-ups. I really, really like these. I've actually recently put this into my program because I really enjoy them. I feel like they really, really engage the core. If you think about it in terms of the biomechanics of it, if you were doing a regular sit-up, you'd only go to about that point. But because you're on this angled slant, you can get down a little bit further, which increases your range of motion. So obviously that's gonna mean that your muscles are under tension for a longer time period, meaning that they're working harder, and you're really, really, really working those ab muscles. So every rep I do this, I try to really focus on just using my abs to pull me up. So some people will find that they start to use their legs a little bit, but you really, really want to get that mind muscle connection and focus on using those abdominal muscles to help pull you up. All right, on to the second exercise. Here we have Russian twists. These are one of my all-time favorite ab exercises. I don't know why, I just really, really enjoy them. I know not everyone has the same feeling. They are quite difficult if you haven't done them much before, but I personally do them quite a lot and I really enjoy them. So obviously if you're a beginner, I would recommend to rest your heels on the ground for a bit of extra stability. But if you've done this a bit, lift those legs up. That's going to engage your core even more, and then you can increase the weight of the ball that you're holding to make it even harder. So on to the next exercise, we have weighted toe taps. If you've never done these before, please do them without the weight first. You don't need a weight. It just adds an extra bit of difficulty there. So what I'm doing is reaching my hands up to my toes and really engaging through that core. So something I've learned is that if you really want to strengthen your rectus abdominis muscles, which are the six-pack muscles, in the movement you're doing, you want to be able to get your chest closer to your hips. So that kind of curling up, that's a really good way to activate those upper ab muscles, the rectus abdominis. In this one especially, I can really feel it in my upper ab muscles. It's a very effective one, and yes, you do not need the weight. You can totally do that body weight. Onto weighted side crunches. So this is the exercise that whenever I do it, whatever day it is, I always feel it the next day. This one is super, super effective at targeting the obliques. So the obliques run down the side of your abs. So it's not the front part, not the rectus abdominis, this is the obliques which run through the side. If you think about it, your abs need to be trained just like any other muscle in your body. If you're gonna use more weight, it's gonna target them and strengthen them quicker than if you were just doing body weight exercises all the time. Don't get me wrong, body weight ab exercises are amazing, but if you really want to increase the size of your ab muscles, using some weights is really beneficial, and I found a lot of increase in strength through my abs since I've been using weights. But if you are a beginner, please start with the body weight stuff first, because you really need to build up that initial body weight strength before you add on the weight. which is the same with any muscle you're targeting. So for example, with squats, when I teach someone how to do squats for the first time, it's always body weight squats first, then we add on a little bit of weight with the kettlebell, and then only after they've got the form correct with both of those exercises will we move on to using a barbell. So it's the same with exercises like this, side crunches, all the ab stuff we're doing, start with body weight and then add on weight after that, and start with a lower weight before you go up to the really high weights. All right, now onto a cable pallof press. I've been doing these ones for quite a few years now, and they are very, very good, and it is very deceptively hard. So you might be looking at this and think, wow, that looks so easy. She's just pushing out a cable in front of her and back, but it's very hard to keep it stable. So I'm actually engaging my whole core set of muscles to keep my body nice and centered and stable. So a lot of people will try this and their hands will move out to the side or their body will start to twist, but no, you have to keep everything really straight in alignment, core is engaged the whole time, and you're controlled pressing out and pulling back in. So you do about 10 to 12 reps on each side. As I said before, this is actually really difficult. I know it looks really easy, but give it a go. Let me know how you like it. It's really good for strengthening those inner ab muscles because you have to really keep yourself nice and centered. And this carries across to other exercises like squats and deadlifts. It's trying to activate those inner abdominal muscles, keeping you really nice and stable, which is going to prevent you from, having injuries or bad form in things like squats, deadlifts, etc., etc. So this is a really good one to help strengthen those inner abdominal muscles. Okay, onto some straight leg raises. So the thing with this is that you want to have your back flat against the pad. You can also do this on the ground, just on the mat. I personally prefer doing it on a bench because I have quite bony, the back of my pelvis, it's quite bony, so it kind of digs into the ground when I'm on the ground. So I personally prefer being on a bench. I find it's more supportive and I don't get bruises on the back of my spine. So that's why I use the bench. But you want to make sure that your back is pressed nice and flat on the ground. So the problem that I see all the time with people doing leg raises is that they lift their back off the ground. And what that means is that you actually stop using your abs and you start using your legs, your hip flexors, all those kind of muscles. So you want to make sure your back is pressed really flat down against the ground so that you're really engaging those core muscles, and only go down to a point that feels comfortable for you. A lot of people go down too far because they think they need to bring their legs all the way to the ground, which is not true. You only bring it down until a point that is comfortable for you, that you feel like your abs are working but your back is not lifting up off the ground. Okay, onto reverse crunches. This is the last exercise that I have for you today. This is a killer. A lot of the time I only get 8 reps in because my abs are on fire by the end of this. And this is a little bit more advanced. So if you don't feel comfortable with leg raises and other exercise like that, maybe wait a little bit longer until you try this one, but it's honestly so effective. As you can see, my abs are going through a lot here. So you have to push your legs out straight and then bring them in and curl your spine up. So you're going to be really engaging that rectus abdominis, but also your inner ab muscles. It's a killer. It's a great one. Try it out if you haven't already. And that's it. All right, we are back. I hope you really enjoyed this video and I hope you found it helpful in some way. Let me know in the comments down below if you've already tried out some of these exercises or if you're going to try them out now. I'd be super interested to hear what you have to say. And let me know if you'd like to see any more videos like this where I share my top upper body exercises, my top favorite lower body exercises, that kind of style of video, because I find it really fun. Everyone's different, everyone has different preferences, and obviously different things are going to work for you, but it's always great to have, new exercises in your toolkit to try out and see how they go for you. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to see another video like this. And lastly, I just wanted to mention a massive thank you to Aeris apparel. So they actually gifted me this outfit and I'm actually obsessed with it. If you have ever bought the Lululemon Align range, it's that buttery soft fabric, and this is very similar to that, but actually I think I might even slightly prefer this because it doesn't collect dust, which the Lululemon Align range kind of does. It collects that dust. But this is kind of like a hybrid between that buttery soft fabric and the more slightly kind of like shiny fabrics. Anyway, I really like it. Really grateful to Aeris Apparel for sending me this, and if you want to check it out, I'll leave all the links in the description box below. I do receive a small commission if you purchase through those links, so it's totally up to you. But yeah, it'd be great if you could support me and also support Aeris Apparel, which is a new Australian brand, so it's always great to support other small businesses. Also, if you haven't checked out Strive Athletica yet, please do. There's a massive 30% off sale at the moment. So that's on the whole product line. So the foam rollers, resistance bands, core sliding discs, the workout guide, all that jazz. That's all on striveathletica.com.au. I'll also link that down below. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this video really helped you in some way. And as always, let me know if you have any other suggestions for videos you'd like to see. And with all that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.